All right, so here we are at the car. So let me flip it around real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking the cards, I'm going to lay them directly on the dash here. Boom. Okay. Time to turn it around again. Directly on the dash. And as you can see, it's clear. Sun is going to be beating down on this pretty much the entire day. And I did a quick Google search, and here you go. In 84 degrees, in 10 minutes it'll be 99, in 20 it'll be 109, in an hour it'll be 123 degrees inside this car. And I'm not leaving today until about 6 or 6:30, which gives it about 6 hours, 7 hours, somewhere in between that time frame. So for at least 5 hours, it'll be 123 degrees inside this car. Now we're gonna see what that will do to the cards. More specifically, to the painter's tape applied directly onto the cards versus onto the little 9-pocket page, you know, where only the probably top portion of the cards might come in contact with the painter's tape. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'm actually pretty damn curious. So yeah, I know, dirty, it's pollen season, all that good stuff, but just bear with me. So yeah, flipping again. So yeah, let's just see what happens, because I'm curious for everyone who was complaining about you didn't give it enough time or the temperature variances and so forth and so forth. Let's see what 5 hours of 123 degrees does. So we'll see.
One eternity later.
Alright, so as I said, I would come back and show the, I don't know, aftermath of leaving the cards in the car for roughly 6 hours. In the, what would be inside about 130 degree temperature, which it got to be about 85 today. And as you can see, still clear, sun is out, all that good stuff. I did have to move the car because I realized that after about 4, the building does cast shade over it. So these were actually in the shade for about 30 minutes and then driven directly into the alley here for more direct sunlight, which is probably better for the whole experiment because I had a chance to kind of like cool down and then reheat. So yeah, let's see what happens to the painter's tape directly onto the cards. And I chose the older version of the Unholy Strength because someone mentioned something about what if it was a dual land or something. It's the same card stock and all that good stuff, so revised dual land would have the same card stock as a revised Unholy Strength. So yeah, let's see what happens, shall we? Step on some glass. You're gonna have to bear with me. I'm gonna have to set this up real quick. All right, let's see what happens. God, this is terrible. I apologize, everybody. Just bear with me. Okay, that's good enough. Let's grab I think it's Naomi or whatever. Anyways, yep, definitely crisp on there. But let's see what happens, shall we? Uh-oh. Look at that. No damage. No damage at all. No residue from the painter's tape. None of that. Let's move on, shall we? Let's grab a foil. Here we go. You can see the foil. Yeah, it really did do something. The heat did do something to the cards themselves. So that's kind of cool to see, I guess. Let's see about the foils. Sorry, painter's tape. I'm trying to hold this stand steady too while I do this, so bear with me. Looky there. There's absolutely nothing on the card. No damage, no residue, no nothing. And again, this is from the tape being directly on the card, sitting in a hot car for like 6 hours with probably a 30-minute break there to cool down and then reheat. So yeah, no damage there. Here's another one, just another normal card. Oh, looky there. Another no damage, no residue card. Our next foil, as you can see, it's a foil. It didn't really warp as much as the Kamigawa foil did, so let's see this. Ah, poor tape. Imagine that. Check it out. No tape residue, no damage. Last but not least, the revised Unholy Strength that, dear Lord, did not survive well in the heat at all. Check that out. Poor thing, got warped all to hell. Alright, let's see how the older cardstock stands up against it. Poor painter's tape. Look at that. Even the old cardstock stood up to no damage and no residue from the painter's tape. So, I hope that was a better, I don't know, experiment for some of you, switching angles. So yeah, like I said, hope that was a better experiment for most of you. They sat out in the car in the sun in a 85-degree temperature day, which is really low for here, but inside, if you want to Google it or not, inside the car it would get up to about 130. So, and that's direct sunlight with direct contact with the cards. The painter's tape did no damage to any of them, left no residue. And I can probably hear you guys say something about, well, why didn't you put them inside of a top loader and inside of a sleeve? The top loader and the sleeve actually would repel some of the UV light and would actually probably hinder the experiment. Because I wanted to do it direct sunlight, straight on there, no ifs, ands, buts about it. Because even if because they're going to be inside of an envelope, they're going to be inside of the 9-pocket page that you saw, so they're not even going to get direct sunlight. They're just going to get the heat. So yeah, there we go. None of those cards had damage. None of the cards had residue on them. None of that good stuff. In 130-degree heat inside the car. Yeah, so just, I guess, let me know what you think. Is this a good enough example of the painter's tape does not actually damage the cards for you guys, or, you know, what? I just thought a part 2 would be kind of interesting. You guys have a good one.